Have you ever seen the residents at 125? So that'd be like Jody Sue, and them. Jody.
This is Squall's question. Squall Tip. Squall Tip. Of the hate, says Candace, will you allow Squall onto your Facebook so then she can help us all blackmail you? And this the other Squall Tip. And who has created some of the most chaos in Summer's case, Squall Tip. Alright, carrying on. And the worst shit to ever be pumped out in Summer's case and still exists online, and false suspects, she's created them. Alright, carrying on. So here's the question by Squall Tip.
Crew. Have you ever seen the residents at 125? So that'd be like Jody Sue, and them. Jody Sue and crew. Have you ever seen them walking their dog before Summer went missing?
Yeah.
So Jody Sue would walk her dog?
Now Fred agrees. He goes, yeah, I've seen them walking their dog. Bullshit. I ain't never walked fucking dogs ever. Like that. Down there. Huh? I'm like, whatever. Okay, Fred. Carrying on.
No, she wasn't. I mean, I've seen them go and get it when.
Now it's a no. No, I've never seen them. I've seen her go and get it when it's gotten loose.
Got loose and stuff.
That'd be like Jody Sue, supposedly friendly with Andy Bernard, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the residents at 125? So that'd be like Jody Sue, and them. Jody Sue and crew. Have you ever seen them walking their dog before Summer went missing?
Yeah.
So Jody Sue would walk her dog?
No, she wasn't. I mean, I've seen them go and get it when it got loose and stuff. Run away.
I've seen them go and get it when it gets loose or runs away. Now here's the thing. Just wait for it.
But you've never seen them actually take it for a walk?
No. And the dog that they had on leash.
But he just says, yes. He said, yes, he had seen us take it for a walk. But then it was no. I see him when it gets loose or whatever, implying it's tied up. Okay.
The night Summer went missing, they had stole it.
Dog?
No, she wasn't. I mean, I've seen them go and get it when it got loose and stuff. Run away.
But you've never seen them actually take it for a walk?
No. And the dog that...
We had multiple dogs. Elwood, Reap, Boucher, and Velma. Okay. 2 of those are black and white dogs.
They had on leash. The night Summer went missing, they had stole it.
They sold it?
We didn't know where it went.
This is where it gets interesting. He just implied that we had stolen a dog. I guess the night, he says there's a dog on a leash the night Summer went missing. There was no dog on a leash, which is part of the issue, because the fucking scent dog was trying to fuck around and sniff buttholes of dogs. Alright. Obviously dogs not on a leash. That was Elwood and Boucher. One dog had to remain tied. That was Reap. Velma stayed inside. Okay. Velma was indoor only. Boucher came and went. Elwood would come and go. Very well behaved dogs. And they were indoor outdoor, but Boucher was always kind of inside the cabin with me, except playtime, running amok a little bit. You go next door, play with the kids, that type of shit, Anyway, now, many a times I'd have to go get Boucher from up near Fred's Happened a couple times because he was trying to breed Fred's nasty mutt, etc. I was like, oh hell no, so I go up there and get him. Um, that type of shit. Anyway, Boucher, unlike Ziggy told you the other night, uh, and I and other locals had a great laugh at her being like, no, my dog's not the puppy of Jody Sue's. It's not, it's not. Yeah, it is. Anyway, pictures should show you that. Olive's like, there's no other dog in that holler that looks like that or had blue eyes other than mine. Yes, it is, Ziggy. Alright, carry on. Carry on with this Steph thing.
And the dog that they had on leash the night Summer went missing, they had stole it.
They stole it?
We didn't know where it went. They had stole it.
Stole it?
Yeah.
From who?
Stole it from another resident on it.
Was it a husky?
David Bays.
David Bays?
No, it was a pit.
A pit bull, that brown one?
No, it was a black one.
There was no brown pit bull. There's no brown pit bull. There was a giant black mastiff, but there is no brown pit bull. Alright, there was a black and white one. Oh yeah. And then Fred goes, it was stolen from another resident on Ben Hill. No, not a resident. Just he wasn't living in there no more, and he wasn't living there when Velma came to us. Here's one. Right.
Oh,
We found Velma quite a long time before Summer vanished. I have the exact date for that. She came in. Monster was coming in. She came right up to the car. It was piss pouring fucking rain. She was bleeding all over the place. She was jacked up. Her sides were cut. Her legs. It was bad. She was worn the fuck out. She came right into the vehicle. We tried for a few days to find the owner, this and the other. Had our, look, the way this dog was, you knew immediately she was worth money. She was bred. Her ears had been clipped, this and the other. Something was up with it. We assumed, rightly so, that someone had gotten her for fighting rings or breeding purposes for the fighting rings. But we're still looking for the owners, right? Now, I doctored her through that night. She came in, you could tell immediately she had been somebody's, like, prized, whatever. She was just total queen of the house immediately. I was like, well, yeah. Um, you see, we had her for several months already. That was in May of 2020. No. Alright. This is, we taking her to the vet to get her spayed. That was May 13th, 2020. Alright. Anyway, wait for it. It gets so much better.
They had stole it.
Stole it?
Yeah.
From who?
Stole it from another resident on it.
Was it a husky?
David Bates.
David Bays?
No, yeah, it was a kid.
A pit bull, that brown one?
No, it was a black and white one.
Oh, well,
Notice how he makes sure to say female. Did you notice that? Black and white, pit, female. Oh, yeah. Now, what Fred just did. Now, Fred and I have had this conversation way back. Because, here's what went down at one point. We had Fred and them stop at the bottom of the driveway and snatch Velma. Okay. And, we went down in the holler where we knew they had went with the goddamn dog and raised hell. And there was a denial of the dog being there, and then the dog busted through the fucking door and was like, oh hell no, I'm going back with these people. Okay? It's a holler most normally don't go into starting shit. I started shit. I knew what they were doing. Alright. I acquired the dog again. Immediately, because I heard them shut the doors at the bottom of the driveway. I knew the sound of the vehicle, and I knew exactly where the fuck they were going. And I went into the hollow, we all did, and I was like, cough it the fuck up. Right? Now, here's the thing. We took Velma to the vet to have her spayed, because, as you hear Fred say, female. Key point, female. We take Velma to the vet to get her spayed. This is where we learn that Velma is chipped. Velma belongs to a woman named Megan. Megan, now there's some shit up, but Velma comes from this top breeder, Florida, Chicago areas. Oh yeah. Also world-renowned chef thing, all this stuff, but he is, oh yeah. If you wanted to seek a dog out worth a fortune, Velma would be it. That's why Monster wanted her so much that he came here and stole her and he has possession of her. It's all he wanted. And dumbass of her doesn't realize he's abusive to animals, and I'm sure she's going to take care of much like Iron, Little, and Elvis Fur. But anyway, we spayed Velma. It cut down on the bullshit. Then suddenly nobody wanted Velma any longer. Nobody wanted Velma. You know why? Because Velma had been fixed. What good was she then? She wasn't a breeder. Now, when we find out Velma's chipped at the vet, which is not a surprise, they give us name, number, they contact the person, we all contact each other. Oh yeah. I've got Velma's papers still sitting here with me. She is registered. She is signed over to us. At that point, the person, Megan, and her family, after meeting us, we went and met her and the family, this and the other. On the day we were bringing Velma, she shouldn't have been traveling. I was pretty pissed about the whole thing. But We took her to meet them and everything so they could see it. She was all right in this here. But what had happened was Megan, oddly enough, her story included somebody down here having been given Velma. Okay. I'm like, who in the fuck just takes this dog that they took everywhere, baby, did all this shit with? Why in the fuck was it down here in this area? Seems like she was maybe put down here to breed for a fortune. And then was supposed to have maybe gone back to this person. I didn't like that. It's like, no. This shit, she's going to be used for fighting purposes, at least breeders of. The only thing, they didn't seem like actually, it was too much of a put on, but, they didn't want her either after they realized because they were sort of fighting over it until I was like, bitch, we already had her fixed. Even the vet knew that if we fix this dog, it's going to stop all this shit. And it showed. It bore out. So Velma was fixed. All of a sudden, nobody wanted her. And, well, Fred and old Dummy there, who run from the roadblock the night Summer vanished, that was coming in to see Fred. Old Dummy there stopped trying to steal her too because she was worthless at that point, other than a trainer dog, which means how they can pick those up anywhere, right? To train the true fighters with. They just use mutts and shit to let the others kill. So there's no use. There's no point in stealing her anymore. But what Fred just did was Fred just put him in the other one. Because, see, the other person told Megan, the true owner of Velma, that, well, they hadn't been honest. They said Velma was still there. But turns out after confronted, they were like, well, she'll vanished. And see, I could tell the marks on Velma's side and shit were like Rio Grande. You know how they have the two sort of twisty things at the top? The slashes all across Velma were exactly that. Now, at first, we thought on her underbelly and her sides and things and her legs, maybe she had jumped a fence because pets can jump. They do that sort of thing. But my guess is, considering what I know to be true of Fred and this other person and where they kept trying to take Velma, was that they were probably going around stealing, I don't know, pets to fight, breed, that type of shit, especially nice. Now, Fred and I had this conversation before when he was like, oh no, that dog belongs to so-and-so. I was like, the fuck it does, bro. I got the paperwork, contacted the legit owner, the middleman, all this other shit. Dog vanished out of the yard. Yeah, that's her statement, and I've got it. I've got the fucking receipt, Fred. Still do. So it would look like you and your homie who ran the roadblock ran away from it the night Summer vanished. Were definitely going around stealing fucking dogs for the fighting rings. So thank you, Fred, for fingering you again. Because that's more than you told me before. You just told me that was David's dog. That was it. I was like, no, it ain't. No, it ain't. He wasn't running around with this dog, nor did he have it prior, nah, I'm good. Didn't buy the bullshit then, argue with Fred over it. He's like, no, it was David, it was David. No, it ain't. Okay. Here's where this shit's gonna get wonky. Alright. Here we go. This is Velma. Okay. This is Velma the day I brought her home from having her spayed in the backseat of my soul. Alright. This is Velma at home, all cuddled up with me in the bed, even prior to that. Velma. Velma snoozing on my bed. Alright. Velma. This is who Velma was originally with. They took her 6 states away to have her ears cut. Okay. So their story and way never made sense. They were just trading around the breeder. But anyway, this is a picture with her original owner, who she was originally chipped by, after they brought her back from having her ears docked and all that other stuff. They took her walk and did all kinds of things with her. Right? She's a very expensive dog. All right. Now, Velma's original name was Rosalind. It's the dumbest name I've ever heard of. So this is the original chipped owner. They wanted to see Velma / Rosalind, make sure she was okay, blah, blah, blah. All right. They wanted to contact the vet, again, etc., all these things. We gave them permission to do so. We gave the vet permission. They were like, everything, my nerves are shot. This has been a very upsetting situation. I hope you guys have a nice night too. Give her a kiss for me and tell her I'm so sorry for making the wrong choice for her. And by that, they meant the person that they had placed her with in the area that Fred and his buddies stole her out of the fencing from to use her for rings. Yeah. It is okay. Thank you for letting me know. I figured that was what was happening. It was my battery. And I think we're leaving signal around Walker's Fork the night I was talking to her on the phone for hours. It was wonderful chatting with you as well. I've been laying here wide awake. I don't think sleep will happen tonight. I've been crying since we got off the phone. I'm just rattled from everything. My nerves are shot. Thank you so much for meeting with me. I feel so much better. You guys seem like a wonderful home, and she seemed very content. Thank you again so much for taking her in and treating her so kindly. That's all I wanted for her. She deserves it 100%. I was like, it was a pleasure. I know we were told not to do so, etc., right? So, there you go. Fred, David, the goddamn chipped owner, swapped her chip information over to us through the vet, through the service, have her goddamn paperwork. She did not in any way belong to you or David. You all stole her for ring fighting. And let's be real, we all know about the chicken and the dogs, don't we? Anyway, this is how much the original owner, look, they took updates, right? To post online, this is Velma. 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 9 weeks. Look, this is from her as well. Thank you again for everything. I was so stressed last night, but I think this one was deaf in God's hands, and He helped with this whole process. I'm glad it all worked out. Yes, when I find someone to talk to, my husband is constantly like, oh my God, are you still talking? I'm glad everything worked out for everyone. Yes, I'm going to call it a night as well. I'm exhausted, and my kiddo is screaming, can I play iPad? Can I play iPad? I'm glad she will now have a forever home, and she'll be watched and loved and have all her needs met like she did here. That's all I wanted for her. It is a real blessing to me and gives me a peace of mind. Thank you for letting me check up on her from time to time. And we did continually stay in contact even until we moved from Ben Hill with this woman. So yeah, Fred, not yours, not David's. Y'all stole that goddamn dog. And I know exactly who you stole it from. And you stole it for ring fighting purposes and breeding purposes. That's why you mentioned female. Keep fucking around me. Oh, and here it is. May 3rd. And I'm not going to dox her name, so I'm going to expand the screen. This is us talking to her again. We should be pulling in less than 10. We are having to take it a bit easier than the speed limit because near the speed limit was bothering her quite a bit. The vet recommended we not meet or have her travel at all, but we all agree it may be best so you guys know she's okay and has the home you wanted for her when rehoming her last year, even if the first time didn't go well. Plus, it will make us feel a bit better about it as well. See you shortly. See? Fred, David, dog was goddamn rehomed and y'all stole her. That's why she had all those goddamn marks over being drug over fucking Rio Grande goddamn fence and then immediately escaped from y'all into the fucking rain and exhausted running amok. And then I patched her up and then we found the true owners through chips at a vet and then they signed her over to us and I have the goddamn paperwork. So yeah, buddy, I don't know. You know. Once again, thank you for meeting us. The law has the home we wanted for her. Yeah. So, I don't know. And I've got the messages and the exact date that you and David tried to steal her back and I went into the fucking holler and what kind of shit that set off to. Carry on with me some more, homie. Alright. So there's that. Oh, wait. Just so y'all don't think I'm full of shit in here. Oh, here it is. Here you go. Same woman on an actual cell phone the messages come into, not just screenshots on my phone. Same woman, same fucking messages, right? And as you can see, these roll in real time, therefore nobody can be like, you made this shit up, you doctored the fucking messages, they're not real. Yeah, motherfuckers? Seriously? Huh? Alright. So they wanted, oh, and there it is. There are pictures of Velma sleeping with Monster under the covers. Bless its spoiled little fucking heart. You know what she wasn't? Bleeding and dying in the fucking rain are going to be used to breed or fight. That's what she was. Motherfuckers. Try me, ho. This is who she was. Look. This is who she was placed with. They stole her from. Would you like me to contact them too? I'm sure they have their owner seats. This is her on their couch being a spoiled princess. You know, the place she stole her from. And part of the rehoming thing had to do with those people going to have another baby. And Velma acquired much attention. This is them, their children with Velma. Velma has always been a spoiled brat. Okay. We sent her pictures. We were taking of Velma back and forth, you know, all these things. Velma birthday pictures. Yeah. So, I don't know. Fred, it would seem like that dog did not belong to you, thievy dog fighter, chicken fighter motherfuckers. Seems like you wanted her, though, because female.